Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime talk. It's been a week. Oh, oh God, it's been so long since I've talked to all of you about some random discussion about anime. No, it's not actually been a week. It's been about like 4 days, but still, it's been a long time, doesn't it? Feels like it's been a long time. Anyways, today on the anime talk is actually something I was going to talk about last week, and that's when is anime too expensive? Now, it's not really much of a discussion, but let's talk about anime pricing and let's talk about some stuff with anime that particularly kind of gets under my skin. Now, as someone who buys a lot of anime, because I do buy a lot of anime, and I try to support the industry as much as I can, anime can range in price from okay, understandable, to are you effing kidding me? Namely, the reason why you see Kirito with his dumb face up here, because I mean, I love this image of Kirito. I think it's funny as hell. The reason I put him out there is because he's probably one of the best examples of a very expensive anime series. Now, let's go back though. Let's before we get into the super huge number anime ones. Let's go back to like more understandable pricing. So, if you want to buy, for example, Terror and Resonance right now, if you were buy it on Best Buy or if you were to go to Amazon and stuff like that, and I'm not supporting those like as the only places you can buy Amazon. You can buy Right Stuff also. You can buy other places. There's a million and one areas you can buy it at. If you were to buy it from any of those places, you're probably looking at one of two prices. You're looking at maybe $39.99. That's U.S. dollars, by the way. So I don't translation wise, I have no idea what that is for you if you're out of state or whatever, or out of country. Excuse me, out of state, out of country. Um, but I presume it's a little bit higher, number wise, or it's just if you have to get it shipped from certain places, it's more money because shipping and handling and stuff like that. But what you're looking at is a reasonable amount of money for a 11 episode series that is beautifully done. It has some great graphics. It might have some social content that's everyone might not be on par with. It might cause some eyebrows to flare up a little bit here and there, but it's a series that is okay. It's not that it's understandable price range for it. Higurashi no Koroni, which is coming out in I want to say March. I want to say like the beginning of March or the midway of March, is going to be about 49, I believe 49.99 right now currently if you pre-order for Amazon and various websites also. I think Right Stuff also has it for about that same price. 26 episodes. Hey, that's not too bad. $50. So, essentially less than $1 for each episode. That's not bad at all. Because I mean, if you buy like a lot of if you go off like iTunes or some other place like that, there's a lot of times where you buy episode by episode anime. It's pretty expensive. It's like $1.99 or $1.50, and that might not seem a lot to you, but if it's 20 episode series, do the math in your head. I'm not doing the math, but it's the concept of it's a little pricey. Now let's go into other stuff. Let's go into other realms. So No Game No Life and Black Bullet right now are I just recently bought Black Bullet, by the way. It's about $40, $50. I think No Game No Life. It might be a little less. Okay, that's a little bit understandable. It's a little more expensive, a little bit. Sentai films. I love Sentai films. Don't get me wrong, but they tend to kind of I want to say price things a little high. I want to say yeah. But then let's go into the outrageous prices where and we're going back to Kirito over here. So if you want to buy Sword Art Online, legit copy. I'm not talking about fake copies and stuff like that because there's a lot of fakes out there. I'll tell you guys right now, you guys and girls, listen to me closely. Be very careful when you buy and where you buy Sword Art Online from. A lot of people selling the fake versions. They sell a lot of like bootlegs and stuff like that, and they're priced pretty high, or they look like they're reasonable price compared to everywhere else. They're probably fake. You really have to do your research, make sure that everyone else is buying that and going, oh, okay, this is a legit copy of a legendary, or not legendary, a limited edition copy or stuff like that. You have to make sure you do your research and really just look at something. Don't be like, oh, it's $30, I'm gonna buy it. Because here's the thing: if you want a English dub and slash Japanese dub of Sword Art Online, you want to buy it in the States, you can only buy the collector's edition. Now, that doesn't seem like a big deal, right? Well, the limited edition or collector's edition, whichever way you want to put it, is about $107, $110, I think last time I checked on Amazon and Right Stuff. It's about the same price, and that's for 7 episodes. Yeah, that long pause there's a reason for that. Just take that in. For 7 episodes, you're paying almost like $100 for it. You are paying $100 for it. That's a bit ridiculous, don't you think? A little bit. Um, and that's just the first part of the season of season one. There are several other limited editions that are all about 7 episodes to sometimes 8 episodes for the low price of $107 to $110. Some of them harder to find are going up to like 120. Um, yeah, that's and like some of you might go, oh, well, that's the harder to find anime. What are you talking about? That's not every anime. No, that's how it was when it first came out. When it first was released, it was about $90 to $100, and if you didn't that's if you pre-ordered it. If you didn't pre-order it and they right away started selling, because I know the limited edition for Sword Art, the first part was I think $90 retail, and I think within like the first week was already sold out. Because I remember I wanted to get it originally and I couldn't afford it at the time. I still can't afford it, but yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. So let's talk about, when is anime too expensive? When is it too expensive? Now, I know a lot of you are like me, and you don't have loads and loads of cash coming out of your pockets. Okay, if you have parents, you might ask them, hey, can you get me this or that? And they might say, oh yeah, for your birthday, or they might say, okay, sure. Next time I get a little extra money. They might do that for you because hopefully your parents are nice people. If not, then they're telling you, hey, listen, you're not getting that till Christmas or your birthday. Um, no, my dad's always been very cool about that. Even my mom, they tend to treat me sometimes a little too well when it comes to giving me anime. I feel bad. They buy me stuff like that, but it's the concept of anime is not cheap regardless. Even if you pay $40 for a series, that's $40. For some people, and I know some of my friends who work, that's about maybe 4 hours of their actual work into an anime. 4 hours. And that's if you're not talking about taxing and all that. No, if you're talking about like taxing actual taxed money, that could be like 6 hours, 7 hours of your job. So a day's pay to get one, anime, that's ridiculous. But it happens. That does happen for people. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, anime is so outrageously priced. How could it's bull crap? I can't afford this." You gotta realize that to make anime is not cheap either. It's like the same concept as movies. Movies, when they come out are $20. If you go to the movie theater, you have to pay like 20. Everything has its reasoning in terms of pricing. Movies have to. Okay, well, to get away from movies, because I don't want to really go on to movies. That's a whole different realm of things. But if you're looking at anime, for example, if we're staying on topic here, which I'm trying to do with my train of thought, anime is hard to make. It's not something that's made in one day. You have to fund people for everything that is done for it. There is the sound, there is the actual art, there is the animation, there is the graphic art if it's like stuff if CGI has graphic art and stuff like that. There is the actual dubbing. There's the subbing. There's a lot of things that go into making your favorite anime, and I think people forget that. That means if you have a team of like 30 to 40 people working on a single show, that's everyone having to be paid for their services to make that show. It's not like they're just getting money for free. So regardless, yeah, okay, so it comes out $40 for us to buy it, but think about it on the real scale that how much money it took to make that show. How much that $40 actually helps to go back into the anime stream. It goes back into it. It might not seem like a lot to you. It really might not. Like, oh, if you're saying that a lot of people work there, my $40 is not going to do anything. No, it's not that. It's just that you have to think of how many people are buying that series. The people that buy Terror Resonance, or the people that buy, I'm trying to look at good examples on my shelf right now, like Golden Time or Shauna or stuff like that. That money inevitably goes back into the stream of the people that actually made it. It might not seem like a lot to you but if you have 100 people buying it, a couple thousand people buying it, tens of thousands of people buying it, that makes back the money that they spent on doing it, and then makes them profit, and then they can keep making good shows for you to watch and make more series and more seasons for your favorite anime. A lot of times when anime doesn't sell well, it's because there's a reason for it. It's not just because, oh, well, we want to screw over fans who love this show, we're not going to do another season of it. No, it's not that. It's because they don't have the means of actually doing another season. They're not going to make any profit off of it. Black Lagoon, not Black Lagoon, excuse me, I meant to say Black Bullet. Black Bullet is a prime example where Black Bullet had no second season, and it's because it didn't sell very well. Besides being not sold very well in the States, it didn't sell very well in Japan either, which is the primary target where they're trying to make the most money. it didn't sell enough of the products, it didn't sell enough merchandising and all that stuff, so it just did not have a second season. And typically, the light novels are still going on for it because those are a different medium, and maybe hopefully those will do very well, so this way they can do another second season. But right now it's canceled because they don't have enough money to fund another season of it. That's the thing, guys and girls. It takes money to make stuff. So $40 might seem like a lot to you. $50 might seem a lot. $100, okay, that $100 is a lot. So we're not gonna, Carito, that face you're making right now is perfect because guess what? That's too much money for that. I'm just gonna be honest. 7 episodes, $100 not worth it. No, that never worth it in my mind. Sorry, I don't care whatever you think it took to make that. But for other stuff, $40, $50 is not a big deal. It might be hard to watch, but if you can't afford it, and here's what I'm getting at: if you cannot afford to do that, if you can't afford to pay the actual fee by buying the full price product, go watch on legit websites, people. Go watch on Crunchyroll. Go watch on Netflix, Hulu. You might not think about this, but I know people, because people don't think about this, but going to those websites actually gives them money back. It gives them their money back. It makes it so this way, if the show is put onto Netflix or if it's put onto Crunchyroll, they get money because you're watching it legitimately on those sites. So every viewer that's watched on there, oh, okay, here's some money back because we had this many viewers watching this particular series in this particular episode. Here's the money back for it. You make them. That's how ad revenue works, people. So remember that next time you say, "Oh, well, I'm not going to watch anything legally because it's all free online." Once in a while, pay for those advertisements. I'm not saying, listen, I don't think any of us here have not watched on a legal website something or another. It happens. It's unavoidable. But once in a while, make sure you watch on legit sites or fund the industry. Pay for an anime that you really love. And I know my friend is doing that right now. He's buying anime that he really loves. It's not that he's not buying every single series out there. He's buying the stuff he really loved, like Steins Gate he bought recently. Do that. Ask for that for your gift, or ask that for a next big thing, or maybe save up for it in a side pocket. But support the industry a little bit. But just understand that anime is expensive for a reason, except for Sword Art. Sword Art's a little too expensive, but anime does have a reason for being what seems like expensive to us. Okay, it takes a lot to make it. Understand, let's go back to the movie concept. Movie concept is the same way that movies take millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars to make. And people think, well, when we go to movie theaters, we're supporting. Yeah, you're supporting the people that are making the movies, but you're not supporting the movie theater. Everything has its ways of making money. It's weird. It's something that I don't think people really delve into because they don't want to. But just realize that $40 also pays for other things besides just the anime company. Also pays for them to pays for whoever bought it. So Amazon's shipping, whatever, it pays for them selling it on their website. It pays for the people selling it. It pays for the company selling it. It pays for the DVD people / Blu-ray people that sold it. There's a lot of people getting paid. So yeah, anime might seem like a lot of money, but in the end, it makes sense. Okay. But yeah, if you guys disagree or agree with me, put in the comments below. I feel free to openly talk about that. It's not like something that I know every single little detail of the industries of how money's made every dynamic way, but I do know some stuff. So make sure if you're gonna argue with me, say, "Oh, I don't agree with you," because make sure you're ready, because I'm gonna go back at you with some comments. Trust me, I've had people argue me in the past on various forums and stuff like that, and I've put them in their place when it comes to that. It's something that you might think you're right with it, but make sure you are. Anyways, though, as always, guys, I hope you have a great day. I know it seems a little threatening at the end of that tonight. I didn't mean to sound like that, but it's true. I've had too many people, say stuff, and it's like, what are you arguing, dude? You ever meet those people that argue stuff, and it's like, what are you arguing? You're not arguing anything that makes sense. I don't know. But anyways, guys, have a great day. Actually, I could use some more anime discussion topics in the comments. Please put them in the comments. If you do, I'll put if you have a channel, I'll put down your channel in the description box, or I'll do a shout out for you, whatever. Because I'm not running out per se, but I am kind of running a little bit dry with how many topics I have. I think I have enough for like maybe 40 more videos, so that might seem like a lot to you, but if I don't get any more, I'm gonna have to start like scraping the barrel of the bottom, and I don't want to do that. I kind of want to have some just kind of leeway with more topics and ideas and stuff like that. Because hey, I can make up topics, which is not a big deal, but sometimes the topics you guys tell me is also great too. So feel free to do that. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.